Brotherhood language, approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black as
Brotherhood language, approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black as fuck. I've been waiting to say that for like a month because we've been playing nice for our feature, who is well-deserved. Project 31, Ms. Jennifer Doss. We were able to raise some money for her.
You froze, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
And you left off at Jennifer Doss and her wonderful nonprofit Project 31.
Right on. Let's see. Yeah, we got Wi-Fi. Yeah, Kai, our special guest last month, she really took a liking to Jennifer and her Project 31 and their cause. They were able to connect. So, so far, the Black Power campaign is working. We need these Black nonprofits to coordinate with us. They need to say what do what you're gonna say and say what you're gonna do. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm not saying you got to go to death row, but Bad Boy's taking care of business, and we just want to help the people. We're here for the kids. That's all. There's no Suge Knights here. There's no big trucks. We are not going to a boxing match. And I love going down Fairfax and going home. But my point is this: just we can't do this without each other. So I'm letting all these Black nonprofits know. If you say you're going to do something, then do it. That's all. And if you ain't, let us know that too, because we'll find a way to get it done. We want to support. We want to help. And so we're going to figure that out. The T-shirt raffle's not done. We got new designs coming. We got new nonprofits coming. So just stay tuned and stay locked in. With all that being said, now that I've got that off my chest, Anthem 2 has been canceled. And I'm the only one in this show that doesn't have Anthem 1. So I'm going to go put myself on mute. You guys have a good night, and I'll check with you in about 6 minutes or so.
Well, first of all, we gotta announce who this guy is. I've been practicing on my announcements. What do you call it?
Watch you get your intro right with Pete. Pete ain't been here not one time.
Hey, calm down, Stokely Luther King. Okay, just give it a rest.
I should call you Marcus Garvey based on what we talked about in sound check.
I'm a little too beige, I'm a little too tall, and I'm a little not as fat. So it's not really gonna work, brother. It is my pleasure to introduce someone that I've worked with in the past, someone who I consider a close friend. Very talented guy. He was the third funniest dude on our show when I was working with him. He's now the fourth funniest without me there. I don't know how that works. The math kind of weird. We created Press Start, the real Press Start years ago. He's built this thing up from basically nothing. Now they got a huge cult following and shit, and he's like a C- list celebrity. He's the son of a pro wrestler. Let's give it up for Pistol Pete Jr.
Thank you.
Hey,
we are huge in Spain, okay?
So I y'all froze for like half of your intro for him, and the half I heard was already better than any of the shit you ever did for me. Any of it.
But hey, be fair. I've known this dude about twice as long. It gets better. It gets beber.
I'm getting teary-eyed.
Kind of.
You want some sympathy?
Look, bro. Look. We've already had. He's Thor. I gave him Thor. What else does he want? I gave him Thor. I don't want Thor. I'm doomed, nigga. I'm doomed. Oh wait, I can say nigga again. Mortimer, we're back.
Randolph.
Yeah, it's. I'm glad Pete could jump on tonight. He's
We appreciate
done
you
a
being
lot
here,
of
bro.
stuff together. Yeah,
I'm happy to be here. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so Court delaying the inevitable. Let's talk about this Anthem shit.
Hey, to be fair, you're not missing much without playing that first Anthem game.
Well, you said first like it's gonna be another one.
Well, yeah. Well, so what it was supposed to be though, was it a sequel, or were they? From what I heard, they were just updating the terrible game that they released, a couple years ago now.
I think the answer is yes. Apollonia or Vanity, I think the answer is yes. Because initially, I think they were going to just update the one y'all.
You froze again.
That's a terrible way to freeze, too. That was a terrible face.
All somebody got to do is slide up. Oh, man. Are you back, bro? You back?
I'm here.
Did we lose him? Oh, okay.
There we go.
Y'all see me?
Yeah, we can see you, but you keep freezing up a little bit.
I don't know if y'all got a picture of what I look like, but Brian, I got a picture of you, and you're not gonna like it. Let me see if I can throw this in the chat right now. Let me see if I can throw that in right now. They won't let me upload motherfuckers. That's funny.
Come on, calm down, man. The fact that you're online is enough. The fact that you don't push it.
I know, right?
Barely do that.
Right?
That Boost Mobile ass internet. Just be glad.
PCS? What you want with it?
Just be glad the Boost Mobile lets you get online.
Oh man.
Anyway, we're talking about Anthem. Anthem.
So Anthem, the thing that's heartbreaking about Anthem though is gameplay wise, it felt so fucking good. Mm-hmm. It was a great fucking game. Taking over the mech, it was like you were playing as Iron Man, and it felt amazing. But once you finished it was like 5 missions. Once you finished that, there was nothing else to do. You played those 5 missions over and again, and you might not get anything out of it. You might get some high level loot. You might not get nothing. And it just like there was no experience other like again gameplay wise it felt amazing, but there was no replayability. There was no reason to keep playing. Like games like Destiny, they have their market locked in because they keep adding fresh missions. They keep adding new things. And as much as I'm not a fan of Destiny, the way they work with their fans and the way they keep their audience entertained, Anthem just didn't do any of that. It was like a fucking cock tease.
I played it for about 20 minutes. And I was impressed with what they said they could do, but they did not deliver much. And that's the first time. It's the first time that I've ever seen a big game studio deliver an apology for making a whack-ass game. And that was I thought that would be the last time. I mean, of course, we got Cyberpunk this year.
Cyberpunk
really fucked everybody over. But yeah, I was hoping that Anthem would have been a lot more because he's right. You had 3 different types of Iron Man suits. The flying felt great. The weapons felt good. The
combat
monsters
was
and
amazing.
Stuff, the combat, everything. It was cool, but they just didn't do enough with it. It was almost like they released a demo for full price.
Exactly. That's exactly it. There could have been so much more to it, and it just they never followed through. I think Cyberpunk getting too much shit though. Cyberpunk has got a great game. The story wise is really good if you can actually play it.
Really?
I'm having a lot of fun with it.
How many times will your system crash? I'm curious. How many times do you have to reboot?
It's crashed on me quite a few times. The thing I've noticed though, when for me at least, I'm playing on the PS5, But the only times I've noticed is crashing is if I'm driving from one end of the map to the other. If I fast travel and if I do anything in between, it's fine. But the second I'm like going long distances and causing it to load a lot of like traffic going by me, that's when it crashes. So I've been able to kind of pinpoint what causes mine to crash.
That doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, true. But to be fair, most of the glitches I've had in game have been pretty funny. Like they've been hilarious. Like people with no legs walking around. I had some guy pull a gun out of my head. He was supposed to pull like a microchip out. And he pulled out a whole pistol.
Did you tape any of this?
Right. You got evidence?
I do, actually. I have a lot of it saved. Anytime I got a funny glitch, I would save that shit. I have to.
On your PS5?
On the PS5. In 4K, yeah. In full 4K.
I feel like if you spend all that money for a new system and the game still ain't working, bro, like, come on, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what? To be fair, every other game I played on the thing is fucking amazing. I haven't had any issues. It's just that game.
Well, the Black AF headquarters will be finding out about that soon enough, sir. Soon enough.
You gonna do an unboxing? Do we get a review?
I should. You know what? I should. You know, I told I got the Xbox last week. I should put it back in the box and then unbox that motherfucker. Because I love that.
You shouldn't have said that, but yeah, I think that's a great idea. You didn't have to say it.
That's why we have editors.
It was just rewind it back, cut that part out. Never happened.
Never happened. But yeah, so Anthem's releasing a new game altogether, just an update to the shitty game that's already out there. Because either way, I'm probably not gonna fuck with it because I've already been burned once.
Well, it was supposed to be kind of like what they did with No Man's Sky. When No Man's Sky came out, there was so much hype around that game, and then it just shit the bed. But over the years that it's been out, they've been continuously updating it and adding new stuff to it, so much to the point where it won awards in the Live Game Awards. Because yeah. But Anthem...
What are the chances that Anthem could do that, though?
Well, based on what they were saying and everything they talked about doing in that update, it would have been possible. But the announcement they put yesterday or last week is, hey, we're sorry. We know we told you we're going to do an update, but never mind. They're blaming COVID. They're blaming the coronavirus, which it's an excuse.
That's what we do. That's what we do this year and last year. Let's blame COVID for everything.
Well, we can, right?
Yeah, it works. I'm still not buying a game when they release that shit, the COVID edition of Anthem. I'm good, bro. I'm still not playing that shit.
But EA is known for that now, though. EA puts out shit and then either they stop supporting it, they charge you fucking for every little thing on it, or like I'm surprised that Fallen Order was such a good game because it was another EA product. But I mean, EA just burns its fans so badly now that it's like it's a crapshoot if you're gonna buy an EA game.
Is Madden EA? I'm trying to think of the EA games because I remember NBA Live was an EA game.
Madden is EA
back in the day.
Trash.
NBA Live, and that shit got trashed quick, and we stopped playing it.
Dude, the new UFC. The new UFC is an EA game, and I don't know, like what the fuck they did. Like the striking in that game, they just could it's. That's it. Like there's no combos in it. You're just flailing about. It's just so terrible, and like literally to the point where you throw punches and like you hit with the back, like you're throwing a punch and you do this. It's just so like. It's bad. And like the first two games were like the first game was great. Second game was decent. This one, and what I was hyped about this one too because they added like the backyard arenas. They added like a Kumite arena. They had all this cool shit other than just being in the Honda Center or fucking the MGM Grand. They added fucking some cool arenas to it, but the gameplay is terrible. So like, yeah, it looks nice. But it's not worth playing. It's frustrating.
I think we should call a ban on EA games. We should ban EA games. We should march to the Capitol, storm the Capitol like the Trump tards over some EA games.
Are we storming the Capitol or are we storming Redwood? Where are we going?
I think we should go there. Wherever EA is at, we should storm the EA with like the Trump tards did.
Vancouver it is. Let's go. I only eat organic.
He was eating organic, all right.
Hey, well, Boondock said it best. Would you rather fuck with a bunch of guys with guns or some computer nerds behind a computer? It was a whole thing about like.
Can I just go home?
No, apparently not.
No, apparently not. Okay.
You got to join. You got to pick a side.
Autobots or Decepticons, huh?
That's a tough choice.
I'm gonna take the dude with the guns. I'm gonna see if I don't think they can aim. I don't think they've been properly trained. I'm gonna take my chances with that side. I don't want to mess with the computers. No.
Yeah. They can get into your bank accounts. They can hit you when it hurts.
What was that Sandra Bullock?
Yeah, okay,
movie?
they be wasting their time. They
Nets?
get in my bank account.
I don't know. It just froze with the extreme close up on your mouth, so that was weird.
Did I freeze again? Who are you talking about? Me or him?
No, it was Brian this time.
Okay. I'm getting screenshots of everybody freezing, so FYI. This is all going up on Instagram.
Very nice.
He got me,
me
last week looking like a fat fuck. That nigga had me.
I'm trying to hide the double chin, you know.
Right, he had me like this.
I'm gonna start doing that pose. The pose that chicks do on like to hide the chin. Like every chick on Instagram.
The pose with the elbow. They do the pose with the elbow. so there ain't no arm fat. Where did this guy go? He disappeared again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Now I'm bringing up the article so that we can move off this Anthem and EA diatribe. In different news, because this is definitely not better, Soulja Boy takes another stab at making a video game console.
What?
He's got his own Twitter. He said he's building a new console from scratch, all new design, all new games, all new deals. Let's make history. Let me ask this question: Is Soulja Boy Master P's son? Has that been proven? Because
no,
I feel like it's the same guy doing the same shit, just like 25 years younger.
Right. Just missing the tank.
Like,
but
yeah,
why does Soulja Boy think he can?
I'm not buying this.
I'm gonna buy that Bud Light video game console before I'll buy Soulja Boys.
Is that real?
That is real.
I'm buying.
It only comes with 6 games though.
I'm buying any one of those fucking.
Hey, no, well, you know the KFC one. The KFC one is legit. That one actually has its own fucking game store. It has 8K graphics. It has all kinds of like high-end shit, and it keeps your chicken warm while you're playing.
That is so ignorantly brilliant and hood.
Chicken at the same time.
Because so what it does is to keep the graphics card and everything cool, it reroutes all that heat into a heating chamber that you're supposed to put your chicken into. So it keeps the console cool and heats up your chicken at the same time.
Pete, why do you know so much about this? Do you have a KFC game system?
I want one. Hey,
Why?
double chin didn't come from eating healthy.
I feel like you've been going to
Circuit
City secretly and just checking out like specs and like comparing shit.
If I could find a Circuit City, I would.
I'm not buying a Bud Light machine. I'm not buying KFC's video game machine. I'm definitely not buying Soulja Boy's machine. I'm not even sure if I'm buying a PS5. So fuck all that.
You know what? PS5 is worth it. PS5 is totally worth it. Soulja Boy, I don't know. He's already failed at one console.
When was the first console? When did he do that?
Well, I don't think it was ever released. He talked about it, and there was screenshots of it. There was prototypes made, and I know there was like a press conference or something where he showed it off, and I don't think anyone showed up.
I mean, seriously, dude, who would have thought that this dude was going to develop something worthwhile in that arena? I mean, he can't even rap. Like, he's known for being a rapper that can't rap. So what makes you think he's going to make video games that'll work anytime?
But he's got to have skills somewhere. He can't be completely useless, can he?
He was good at bit torrenting. Like that's how he made his fame. Y'all know about that, right? Like he was huge on BitTorrent. For the reason why his single blew up is because he would rename his single to one of the hottest tracks that was out at the same time, and then so people would download it and they think they was getting Eminem or Rough Riders, and they was getting Soulja Boy's Superman at home a million times over.
That's fucking nuts. You know what? Like those LimeWire and BitTorrent days, I do remember getting shit like that, where you go and look for a song and wait 5 hours for it to download,
right,
and for it to be the wrong fucking song.
Right. But at that point, he's won. He's invaded your space.
Yeah, it's stuck, and that song is catchy enough where it gets stuck in your fucking head. So It's like, I can see
guess
it.
What we're doing? We're doing this right here. Hey, man, did you download such and such? Yeah, I got this bullshit Superman. Ooh.
I've been guilty of being drunk out, and that song comes on, and you do it. You can't do it. You can't help but do it. Like, it's just one of those things like, shit, I got to do it's this. It's this. You know?
That looks exactly like the UFC. That look like that right there. Your Superman look like this.
I mean, it's a perfect, it gets stuck in your head. It's a super simple dance that you can do when you're drunk. And when it comes on when you're drunk, it gets you fucking hyped. It's a stupid song. It's like, what's that fucking, that song they play at all the fucking, like sporting events that,
What, We Were
there's no
Rocking?
lyrics to it. No, not We Were Rocking. That's a classic. You can't talk shit on We Were. Okay, never mind. What was it? It's a Bush song. Fuck. Can't think of the name of it now, though. Yeah. Is it Bush? It's like one of those Jock Jam songs that fucking.
Jock Jam?
Can't tell me you don't remember Jock Jams.
Hey, Pete, you're bringing elements to the show that have never been on here before. I just want to let you know.
I'm glad to be able to do my part,
Jock Jams and the 90s grunge band Bush.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Is that what you guys thought you were talking about today?
I'm gonna go check out another. That's enough about Soulja Boy. No more LimeWire. I'm gone. Hold on.
I did not. You know what? Every time we do the show, I learn something new. I did not know that that's how Soulja Boy blew up. I didn't know that either. A bunch of ignorant motherfuckers that just like that song. I mean, because look who we got now. We got all these other rappers with Lil in their name, and they're all trash. They're all trash. So maybe they all know how to do that bit thing too. They doing the same thing Soulja Boy did, changing their names. Well, we ain't even got LimeWire no more.
The modern hip hop, like most of it now, it's like fucking shitty fucking haikus. Like there's no flow to it. There's no flow to it. It's just like chopped up lyrics, and then it's like Silk the Shocker and some stuttering chick had a baby. That's all the new rappers now.
Wait. She stutters, and he's got Silk's rap skills or lack thereof. Oh man, that's bad.
And that's all the young rappers today.
They're shitty haikus to a beat. That's all they are.
And the thing about it is the beats be clean.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why there's that Hobson fucking, I can't remember the name of the song now. But like he starts to intro to the song. It's like it's just these dumbass rappers talk over a hard ass beat, and stupid people like it because of the hard ass beat. That's it. There's no substance to it. It's just a hard ass beat in the background, and then someone talking over it. And it's just people eat that shit up now.
We need to come out with a rap album. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Let's come out with a rap album. We can make a group with the three of us. We can make a group with the three of us.
I'll be the Be Real.
What's the name of the group?
He don't agree. What's the name of the group?
What's the name of the group?
These Nutrients. All day. These Nutrients. Make it easy.
Healthy and ignorant.
Feeding your mind.
Album.
These Nutrients.
So what's your rap name? Brown rice or something? With risotto? What's your rap name?
Nah, I'm quinoa, nigga. Quinoa.
I thought you were the mulatto Jezebel.
Mulatto Jezebel. I hate talking to smart, ignorant people. I swear to God. You can't be using biblical terms on this. The mulatto Jezebel.
Got a ring to it.
You missed Black History Month. Don't be bringing up no Nina Simone shit on March 1st. You should have did that last week. The mulatto Jezebel feature.
It's February 29th. It's February 29th.
There you go. We just made it a leap year.
Hey, what else we got, bro? What else we got?
It was announced, I want to say 3 days ago on, what was the source? Let me check. Let me say comicbook.com. They are doing a new Superman movie, a new feature film with Ta-Nehisi Coates writing and JJ Abrams producing it. Based off the success from the Lois and Superman and Lois show on the CW. Now, since this has come out, there's been a lot of talk about maybe Superman might be black, maybe, potentially. And so it's been a lot of different rumors about it. Are they going to make Clark Kent black? Is this Earth 2 Superman Val Zod? Like, you know, does it matter either way? Because it's going to be Michael B. Jordan. You know, like, what's really the situation? So
can it be John Henry and Shaq again?
You know.
If you ever bring up John Henry and Shaq in a movie about anything ever, oh my God.
Hey, I got this beat.
I like Steel.
Hey, Pete, check it out. There's a couple ways to get kicked off the show. I'm just going to leave it at that. You're a welcome guest, but there's a couple ways to get kicked off the show. There's a couple ways. I'm not going to, I don't think I need to say nothing else, but just don't say that again.
Duly noted. Duly noted. Oh.
All right, but Brian, what do you think? Are you excited about this, or what's your thoughts?
You asked me that?
I'm asking you.
Everybody
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, ain't Brian.
Everybody on this panel knows how I feel about Superman. I don't care what color he is. He's still whack to me. I've never liked Superman. I'll never like Superman. It could be Michael B. Jordan. It could be Michael Jeffrey Jordan. It could be Scottie Pippen playing that motherfucker. I'm not going to like Superman. I don't like Superman. I've never liked him. I never will. The only Superman comic I ever had was when Doomsday put that motherfucker in the ground. I can't stand Superman. I don't care who writes it. I'm not going to, I don't like Superman. I understand if it wasn't for him, the rest of the comics wouldn't exist. You needed him in your hand, but I don't like Superman. I don't like him. I don't like him. It's lazy writing to me. It's lazy writing. Like, he was so powerful, they had to invent shit later on to hurt him. Like, nah, I'm good, bro. Nah, I'm cool. And then what it was like he couldn't eat like, I mean, he couldn't be next to like little fucking green jelly beans, and that shit's made him sick. Like, I'm good, man. Fuck Superman, Joe. Like, for real, fuck Superman.
I'm in the same boat. I've like, Superman to me is an outdated character. They wrote him because there was nothing else. So he became this character, and they've tried to update him. I don't think he fits. Like, it's just the Hope thing. Like, the fuck out of here with Hope. Like, it's not. It's just the character itself is just so old fashioned and so just he can't be hurt except for this crystal or somebody else from his planet, and it's like his planet's destroyed. But so, like, what? There's nothing. It's just he's an overpowered character that I don't know. It's just he's just not an enjoyable character to me. He never has been.
Think about it. Think about what he just said there. Let's examine that shit. Superman can only be hurt by people that come from where he comes from. And every single person that comes from where he comes from kicks his ass. What does that tell you? He a bitch-ass nigga on his own planet. He ain't shit with the rest of these fools. He come over here sucking up our son, our women, you know what I'm saying? And then he all super powerful stuff. He fuck Superman. He's a punk. Batman, hey, look, Team Batman all the way. Team Batman all the way. Fuck Superman, man. I've never liked Superman. Nothing about him.
I'm just
so funny. You were so excited about it. Like, you actually got into frame almost. You're almost center. Now, you started over here, and then so you just said, fuck Superman. Fuck Superman. Superman.
Yo, bro. Hey. I mean, I held in all
it's like a gauge
for a month. I held in all the swearing for a month because we had special guests and young people. And but Superman, dude, like, come on, like, Superman is trash. Like, my favorite rendition of Superman is Homelander because he's realistic. Like, if somebody was that powerful, he'd be a dick. And he would fuck you up because he knew he could and he could get away with it. Homelander, all day. But Superman being good for the sake of being good, but you got all that. Come on, it's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable.
It's because he was raised right in the country. That's why.
Right, in the middle of Kansas City? Well, I'm going to tell you, I got family from there. If Superman was really raised in the middle of Kansas City, that'd be a racist white boy. I'm going to tell you straight up. Come on. There's so many things wrong with Superman's story. There's so many things wrong with it.
So many holes in the plot.
I say that to say, once the Superman movie reaches HBO Max, I'm going to watch that shit, and I'm going to be mad the whole time. This shit whack. I knew this shit was whack. This shit whack. It's whack, man. This shit whack.
Well, let's talk about that. You don't believe in Ta-Nehisi? He can't put a good script together? He wrote Black Panther. He did the Black Panther run from 2016 on the comic book.
It's not it's not the talent of it's not the talent of the artist. I have no issue with the talent of the artist because we know he's mad creative, mad dope at what he does. He's a great writer. It's not the talent of the artist. It's Superman. It's the character. It's that character. I just don't like that character. I feel like it's weak writing. It was done during a time. Superman came out during a time where there was a lot of social unrest going on. Right. I think we were almost in the World War II, if not there. You know, he was created as like this shining image of what the United States should be. Like, wasn't that what he was? And then I forget. I may be getting my shit wrong. I may be mixing them up with Captain America.
Immigration was a very big thing at that point. And it was a situation of, can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me?
Yeah. You're just frozen very awkwardly.
And he just froze. I feel like he does it on purpose. Like he's got this massive point he's about to make, but he's making us wait for it. Ah, there he is. He's such a showman. There he is.
The anticipation.
I was saying, immigration was a big thing. Like Europeans coming over through New York. Superman was created in light to give all of them hope. This alien from this other country or other place comes over here and gets all these superpowers. It was a reflection of the time, which is why, to both of you guys' point, he's outdated. He's too OP. He is the definition of OP. Like, there's nothing as OP as him, because they've clearly never defined. Here's the thing. Like, I hate Superman just as much as my leaning R&B producer does, right? But
that's right.
But I got Batman because of him. I got Doomsday before they fucked him over because of him. I got Brainiac because of him. You read or keep up with Superman because you're interested in who's he fighting. Lobo is dope, and Lobo will slap the shit out of Superman any chance he gets, and then drink a bottle of Jack and talk about it with his boys. You see me fuck him up? You see me fuck him up again? I fucked him up. So, you know, there's things that have been byproducts because of him that we've been able to benefit from. But I mean, I got hope because it is Coates, and he did a great run with the Black Panther comic book. And then, you know, JJ Abrams, he does a solid job. If it's not Star Wars 8 or 9, it'll be a solid, you know, he'll run through emotions too quick on the screenplay, and there'll be tons of lens flares. But other than that, it'll be a solid situation. So, but you're right, I'm waiting till it comes to HBO Max, my favorite streaming app, by the way. Fuck Netflix. Fuck y'all. And so I probably shouldn't say that because of what we got going on, but I just did it. So I'm going to go for 3.
That's what I was thinking, like, that's what the edit button is for. he meant to say fuck stars. and maybe certain programming on Hulu at certain times of night.
Wu-Tang
we love Netflix.
But you know, I wouldn't. Would I go to the theaters? Maybe if she was cool, maybe if the date was worth it. Yeah, maybe. But I ain't got to worry about that. Thank you, COVID. So I'll peep it for the reasons, you know, for the review. Am I stoked about it? No. Am I excited about it? Not whatsoever. DC, literally, I truly believe that they fuck up their own property in terms of movies on purpose so that they can Soldier Boy the situation so motherfuckers can talk about it like, yo, you see how trash that shit was? Nah, it was trash again. Let me go see. Soldier Boy, that you. So, yeah, that's my whole take.
I mean, that could be the only plausible explanation for those movies to be that bad.
As bad as they are, yeah.
I mean, look at 89 Batman. Look at fucking the Nolan Batman movies. Like, those are fucking great movies. They can be made into great movies. They have really good stories. They're DC animation-wise, fucking killing it. Have you watched any of these DC animation movies?
Bro, that's the new Kung Fu flick. I watched all of them. Like, that's the reason why I love HBO. The Max app. I got everything I need in like one little hub. Matter of fact, not to cut you off, Pete, but Flashpoint Paradox. That's got my favorite Superman. Crackhead Superman.
Yeah.
He's sitting there, he been in the cave.
Yep. Hell yeah.
He like, son.
Have you seen the animated version of the Dark Knight Rises? Or Dark Knight Returns, I mean.
Absolutely.
It follows the comic exactly. It's perfect. The only thing it's missing is Batman's internal monologue, and they can't do it for obvious reasons in the cartoon, just because, you know, they have to keep it moving. But it's so well fucking done. If they could do some shit like that, live action, which why can't they? Why do they have to, like?
You know what?
Everything has.
You know what it is? I'll explain it to you. And this is just me as a fan looking at this shit. Okay, they came out with Batman, the '89 Michael Keaton joint, and then they came out with a bunch of shitty ones, right? And then Nolan like resuscitated Batman and made 3 solid movies, right? But they never tried to integrate all them characters. Marvel started doing that shit, and Marvel did it well. Marvel had a formula. So then DC is sitting there like, let's do that. And they couldn't do it right. And the one thing that a lot of people have said, and I agree with them, DC characters are easier to kind of relate to as a fan reading them, right? DC characters are a little bit more fleshed out, and their stories are deeper, and you have dark shit. Like Batman was a dark motherfucker when Marvel, those characters wasn't really, I mean, not too much. Like when we was coming up, like, Iron Man was a drunk. I mean, there was some issues, but it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It was some issues, but it wasn't the same. Like it kind of wasn't the same as far as the gravity of what the characters went through.
Yeah.
However, what Marvel did is they took these characters that, in my opinion, how do I put it? Shells of characters, and then filled them in for today and made it work for today's audience. DC is trying to do that, and it don't work. Like, it just don't work. Like, Skinny said it multiple times to me, and I agree with him 100% on this. All they got to do is tell the story the way the story is created, and they would be fine. But they never do. They always try to add some shit to it, like...
I think that's the same problem with video game movies. Tell the story the way it's told, and you're good. But...
Yeah. It's like they're putting more pressure on themselves than they need to.
Well, you got people that think they know what they're talking about that have no real idea where it's coming from in terms of the culture. Like every movie, it's supposed to do 2 things: connect with the core audience and then introduce itself to a new audience. And, I think with DC, because, there's been phases to, first it was Marvel. Like you just had these movies that Marvel was connected with. And then Marvel started making them on their own when they did the Iron Man. And that's because they were going the DC route. Motherfuckers don't remember, like they want to forget that. Like Amazing Spider-Man was trash. Like that shit was trash. So
Andrew Garfield did.
I'm not even mad at Andrew because he was just way too cool to be Spider-Man. Like, whoever penned that script, like, you can't have that much swag and then have all these issues and these powers. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. So that's when like Marvel's like, screw this, we're gonna do it ourselves. They banked on Iron Man, and now here we are, the rest is history. DC has always had a different entity, i.e. Warner Brothers, how a typical brand that was in the film period that's always been a part of their kitchen. And I don't think it's necessarily been to a positive response in terms of what's going on. Because, in terms of live action that's not Nolan, Wonder Woman is still the best one. And that's a C+, B- at best. At best. Yeah. That one gave you hope, like, oh, maybe they can figure this out. And then they dropped the second one and they said, no, we don't know what we're doing. We good. Soldier Boy.
That second one came out and it was free on HBO, bro. I still wouldn't watch it. I was so worried because everybody watched it before me. They was like, "Oh, this shit is bad. It's bad. Don't look at it."
It's awful. Like,
yeah,
I really had hopes for it because I mean, we talked about it. Like, I was like, "Yo, Wonder Woman wasn't bad. Like, okay, they're gonna figure it out."
Yeah. And the trailers look great. The trailers look, they cut it to look really good in the trailers.
Yes,
that was it.
That was not the case. Like,
that was what you saw in the trailers. That was the best parts.
Nothing had a point. Like, you didn't really like. Damn, I was feeling what they were doing there. Like, and I as we, I aspired to be a director. I was really mad with the director. Like, some of the calls that she made, because Patty Jenkins is a good director, but this was not her best showing. This was by far like the shittiest thing that I've seen her do. Hopefully she gets a chance to redeem herself because they are doing a sequel that's got the Lindsay Carter involved. But, at this point, like I said, I don't have hope in DC doing live action. None whatsoever.
Yeah. No, I feel like Warner Brothers is too old Hollywood.
Pete?
What? Say again?
What were you going to say?
No, I was like, because I feel like Warner Brothers is too old Hollywood. They don't understand the culture, like you said, the nerd culture that these comic books are coming for. Like Marvel, Kevin Feige, who runs Marvel, is running the movies. He's letting the stories be told the way they need to be told. Whereas DC, they have all these older people that don't understand the comic, don't understand the character, don't understand the fans, and just think, we need to sell this to other people. We need to sell this to not comic book fans. Which it's not, obviously it's not the right plan, because you get these great characters and you get these great stories, and like, okay, the Batman versus Superman is such a prime example of how that's an amazing fucking story. The way it's written in Batman Returns, that whole fight between Batman and that fucking mech suit and Superman, that whole fight scene in the comic book and in the animated, they fucking nailed it. But then they bring Doomsday and they try to bring all this shit in, and it's all for the sake of, oh, look, we got this, and we got this character, and look, remember this guy? And they try to throw too much just because it's like the nerds are like, oh, I know that name, but there's no substance to it.
No,
it's just
and with the B versus S, that BS movie, they ruined the story. And then they ruined my favorite character, Doomsday. Because and that's why I'll never, as much as I hate Superman, he gave me Doomsday. A motherfucker that woke up every day and worked out so he could beat the shit out of Superman and actually did it. I will always be grateful for that in my life. But they ruined him. And then they ruined Zod, who was actually a legit enemy in the first one. Man, it still wasn't bad, but it wasn't.
No,
it was kind of like Captain America, the first one. Like, okay, this is a good step, but you need to be better moving forward. And guess what they did?
Yeah,
they soldier boyed it. That's right. That's exactly what they did.
So have any of you all, or either one of y'all waiting on that Snyder cut? What is it? The Justice League?
It's on the Max.
I'm gonna watch it.
Because it's on the Max.
Yeah.
I love you, HBO. I love you, HBO.
It's 4 hours and 2 minutes long.
Fuck that shit. Fuck
4 hours.
Fuck that.
Hey, Pete.
No.
Pete.
Yeah.
Pete. Go on, take that, bro. Go and hit that. There you go. Go and hit that.
No way, son. No way.
Yeah.
There's no way I would sit down and watch that movie.
That's the only way. That's the only way. You're going to sit down. Okay, the 4 hours, okay, but the extra 2 minutes, come on.
No way, man.
I mean, it's got to be better than the original. It has to be. It has to be.
Why? Just because?
Or it could be 2 hours worse. Yeah.
Bro, that first one was awful. Hey, who runs like this? And then who, like, just in general, who runs like this? And then because I'm super fast, I run this way.
Uh-oh. I don't like. I don't. Have you guys seen that Joker?
I've never ran like
now,
that.
How
so
does that fit into the DC?
I don't know.
It doesn't
I'm
really.
hoping. See,
I'm
hoping they can. I'm hoping they can save that Joker because, like, I've heard. I don't know if you guys have heard this. So the Jared Leto Joker in Suicide Squad. So the rumor is that supposedly that's not the actual Joker. That's actually the Red Hood. But instead of becoming the Red Hood, he became this shitty fucking cuckold Joker.
Yo, I'm so done with the Red Hood. I love them, but I'm done with them. I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, if they could do it that way and somehow turn it into like this new Joker comes and kills him and they do something new, like I can see it, but I don't know. If it's not Jason Todd, then it's just a shitty Joker. And I've seen with Common, I still can't get over that.
Oh my God.
That's yo bitch. Nah.
Does that sound any different than any other line he's ever delivered in any other movie? Ever?
I don't want no beef. I don't want no beef.
Pete, I appreciate you bringing up Common, bro. I appreciate it.
He cannot act.
I
We all
appreciate
know this. Look, we know he can't act. Common know he can't
But see, the worst part to me about that whole scene is when Harley Quinn's all on Common and Common's doing that, I don't want no beef. And the Joker's just going, this is like
he's all man. He can't act at all.
Cuckold Joker.
That's funny.
Common got about as much personality as a burnt piece of wood, bro. That dude is terrible. He's terrible. I've never seen any movie he was in where I was like, okay, he got a shot. Like, none.
His best movie was John Wick because he didn't say nothing. He just fell down the stairs for 30 minutes.
Oh shit!
I will say John Wick.
You good?
John Wick. He caught his hands.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
All right, let's. That's enough shitting on Common for this episode, but we will do it again.
To a recurring segment.
Now, all right. Since I thought I could simultaneously do this and look at the article, but it's not let me. But let's talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra getting a new series and a new movie with the OGs involved. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Well, how you feel about that?
You know
Pete?
what? I'm a huge fan. I have to admit this right off the bat. I'm a huge fan of the Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm a huge fan of it. Love it. Love the animation. Love the story. Love that. I've never actually seen The Legend of Korra.
Oh,
I've never watched. Yes,
that's the second way you get kicked off. So that's the second way.
But if this would keep me on the show is right now. Me and my little one, she's 7. We just finished watching all of the first Avatar, that's Airbender. So we're about to get into Korra. She loved it. She wants to watch it again. I was like, no, let's go on to Korra. She wants to watch Avatar. So
Right on. No, I
But
think this
anything
is
in that universe, I'm all for it.
Mainly because, and I'm not shitting on Netflix this time. They did this to themselves. They got rid of the OGs from their project, and so I think Nickelodeon jumped on that. Was like, hey, y'all can always come home. There's always food on the table whenever you're ready. And so it's like that's a big touche. They're saying fuck you, Netflix, not me. This is Nickelodeon's finger. This is not mine. And I think that's anybody who's a fan, that's going to resonate with you because Avatar still holds up. I didn't watch it until last year, but I got it done in like 3 weeks, the whole thing, and it held up. What 12 years later? After its original release, something like that. Like, yeah, bro. And Korra was very solid. I loved what they did with the, how they moved through the universe and how they weren't connected, but they were. And, how she was just a complete opposite of him. Like, all that made sense to me from a narrative standpoint. Completely not like a DC live action movie whatsoever. And so I'm excited about it. I'm in. Like, that's like a day one for me. As soon as it gets here, I'm in. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
How you feel, Brian? You kind of quiet over there. You good? You straight? You about to get kicked off of your own show?
What's that? you in and out again. I didn't hear that bullshit. What'd you say?
I said you about to...
I've always been an Avatar fan, man. I love them. I love the whole thing. But Korra, like, I'm new to that. I started watching that shit recently. I like it.
That means he's watched the first episode.
Yeah, first two. But Avatar, I'm with Avatar. Look, I'm with Avatar. I'm for that. I just don't want them to make any more live action movies of that.
Oh God.
Or at least don't attach sometimey, one hot movie and a 15-year average ass director. That's so man. Anyway.
What?
I'm with
it.
I'm with it. I'm with the cartoon. I'm with that. I'm with the anime. Just don't do no live action shit with it. Leave it alone. Some stuff I think should just be left
in the anime space.
Yeah. Yeah, like anybody that knows me knows that my favorite anime is Akira Ninja Scrolls and Wicked City. Those are my three. If anybody ever tried to make a live action movie out of those, I would be mad. Even though the bike on Akira is the shit. Don't make a movie out of that shit. Like, just leave them alone, leave them the way they are. And I feel the same way about Avatar. And a couple other anime that I kind of got into back in the day. Just leave that shit alone. Leave it where it is. Leave it in the space. And the fact that Skinny's saying that they're bringing back the original folks, in my opinion, that's nothing but good because they're gonna know what that feels like. They're gonna know. It's not like they're gonna have to
it's muscle memory. They just got to get back in shape.
They're gonna know what that feels like. And I think about what happened with Boondocks when Boondocks got rid of a lot of motherfuckers that were involved with it originally, and then they came out with season 4, and season 4 was like this really faded, washed version of the other 3 episodes. That's what.
Once Aaron McGruder was done, it lost its heart.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
He's back.
Yeah, but he's taking too long, man. Like, people are dying. Like, a lot of the big cast is dying. Like, for real. Like,
yeah,
Grandpa is gone. Ed Winsler is gone. Charlie Murphy is gone. Like, those are 2 of my favorites right there. Like, I was talking to Brian last week. My favorite episode is The Health Inspector. That's Jen Rummy and Ed Winsler.
Yeah.
That's Samuel L. and that's Charlie Murphy acting like ridiculous white boys. Like, that's... Yeah, and we can't do that no more. We can't do that. So I'm going to watch Boondocks. Season 4 was poisoned by Sony. Like, everything they did was to get... Once you get 4 seasons of success with a sitcom, you automatically go into syndication into the contract.
Yeah.
That's when you really make your money in terms of like you being a part in as a creator or a producer, whatever the case might be. They didn't want that to happen with the Boondocks. They did the same thing with A Living Color back in the day. You go back to season 4 for that, it was trash as well. So that's intentional by the network. That's why you watch season 4 of Boondocks. The funniest episode don't happen until like episode 6 or something like that. When they got Grandpa on the bus at the civil rights movement.
I didn't even make it that far in.
I didn't even make it that far. You about to teach me something.
I'm a masochist, bro. The pain is beautiful. So I just kept going. And yeah, it got kind of funny, but it never reached any of those points because you're right, Magruder was gone. But it did have the head writer, Rodney Barnes, but that was all intentional by the network. They didn't want to pay that money out because Boondocks is already expensive. It's a black anime.
Yeah.
It's a black anime production, so it's got a black anime production budget. They weren't doing that, but but to your point, the fact that we got off the rails with this Boondocks, but going back to the Avatar, I agree. I absolutely agree. When you got you got Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen coming back, you probably gonna get to the finals. So thank you. And just if you want to put it on HBO Max, make it easy. I'm gonna be there.
Right.
I'm gonna be there. So
I'm seeing Netflix with that one.
Let's see. It's a little bit out of 7:30. So let me bring it up.
Just keep going.
Let me bring this up. Let me know if y'all can still hear me.
Yeah, you're
good.
So I don't know how this is going to happen, but I'm excited for this to happen. There is talk of a new Metal Gear Solid game.
Are you talking about the remake, or are you talking about like a brand new game?
A brand new game, bro. A brand new game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
From Konami or is it Kojima? Because
that's a great question. Let me see if I can find this article. Hold on one second.
So you kind of need both.
Yeah. Well, no, we don't need Konami for that shit. We don't need Konami.
I don't know, man. Kojima went off on his own and he made that bullshit space age fucking package delivery game that everybody thought was good. That was the most boring, dope shit I ever played in my life. It looked amazing.
But it's the story. It's the story and the experience. Yeah, because I think people went into it expecting Metal Gear, and that's part of the problem. It wasn't Metal Gear. It was a slow ass delivery game. But the story's amazing, and then he knows how to make his characters. He knows how to tell a story. He knows how to make you experience it. Like you felt tired after those fucking missions.
Yeah, because I had cramps in my hands because I couldn't control that nigga carrying 18 boxes up a hill. Donkey Kong came out in the 80s. I don't want to play that shit now. I was very upset with Kojima over that shit, bro. I was mad as fuck about that shit.
But Kojima's a master of making you experience that shit.
Yeah, I experienced it all right. And I that motherfucker too.
Do you remember Metal Gear 4? The last sequence before the final battle. You had to crawl through that fucking microwave thing and the suit's busting on them. And you gotta sit there and just keep tapping that fucking square button. And by the time you get to that fucking final battle, you're exhausted. Fucking Snake is exhausted. The whole battle is them doing the UFC punches. That's the whole fucking boss battle. It's just two exhausted old men, and you feel that shit. You feel exhausted at the end of that. It's just he knows how to fucking weave it into what he does. So I mean, for them to do another Metal Gear game, because they've done 2 Metal Gear games without him now. Kojima or Konami has. And
but the Phantom Pain, those weren't Kojima?
No, Phantom Pain is his. He left at the end of it, and that's why Phantom Pain's unfinished.
Oh, you talking about Revengeance?
Revengeance, and then Survive. Survive came out right after Metal Gear 5. And it's like this weird fucking zombie, like, they have crystals for heads and shit. It's weird. It's set in the same Metal Gear 5, like, characters, but, like, you get... when Mother Base exploded, some portal opened up and sucked a bunch of the soldiers in, and now they have to survive where these fucking zombies are. It's fucking stupid.
Who wrote that shit? A fucking 7th grader? That's what I came up with in kindergarten, bro.
Yeah. But Revengeance was dope with the whole sword thing. That gameplay was I don't call it a Metal Gear game because
that was Metal Gear May Cry Gaiden. That's what that was.
Exactly. It supposedly takes place 4 years after 4, but
Netta, Metal Gear May Cry Vengeance Gaiden Netta. Like that was all action.
Did y'all finish Metal Gear May Cry? Guy finished Netta better?
I did.
No better?
I did.
I couldn't even finish.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I finished it. It's short. It's only like you could beat it in like 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't beat it. Real short. I did my run without. I didn't buy any upgrades or use any items on my run because again I'm a masochist, and so it took me a while.
Yeah.
Because Konami has got a thing with like trophies. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not running this game 37 times to get like one trophy. So I just made it as painfully hard as I could on my first
one. I'm the trophy whore. I have to find every trophy in the game. That's my thing. I have to. I can't not.
Yeah.
So are you excited for the new Metal Gear coming out then? Is Kojima attached to it?
If Kojima's attached to it, I'm in.
Well, it's a remake, and it's a remake of the original PlayStation one.
I'm in. I think I know the story that you're talking about. It's the same people that remade Dark Souls for the PS5. The same team that made that is remaking this one. So the story's there. The game is there. They don't really need Kojima for this.
No.
Everything's done. And
but see, that's the thing. Konami don't make games no more though. Like
no,
they don't make games. So I guess they're just licensing this out. They're just passing this off to somebody.
Yeah, it's a developer called Blue Point, and they're like I said, they just redid Dark Souls for the PS5, which they did an amazing fucking job on that. And they've redone a couple other games, so that's what they do. They take older games and remake them, and they're really good at it. So I'm all for that. I'm all for it.
Do you have a release date on that?
Let me check.
You know, because niggas got PS5s and shit. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get that. Yeah, I'll have to say, when you're talking about like game series that hold up and like there's solid consistency throughout, I'd say the Metal Gear series. Once you hit Solid and forward, the first Metal Gear Solid and 4, like every single one of those games, I love the story. I love the way it was presented, and I love like the little side stuff that was in there. Like even the first one, we had to unplug the controllers and switch them to get past Psycho Mantis, that kind of stuff. I think Metal Gear is probably in my top 5 of game series all time, just because of how, I mean, they deliver, man. Like the fighting mechanics, all that shit. It's always great. The stories are always really good, and they make you think. So I'd say Metal Gear, that entire series is probably in my top 5. Top 5.
We should do that.
Any one of those games. I can play any one of those games separately or all of them together to create a story and universe. And I enjoy all of those. Like I want to play like the way you're talking. I want to play Phantom Pain again.
Top 5 series, that's hard. That's hard. But yeah, for me, Metal Gear. That's my. I mean, I didn't wear the hat out of coincidence. Like if Metal Gear is my top, from Metal Gear Solid is on, I've just been a huge fan of them. It's one of my earliest memories as a gamer when it came to PS1 games. Like, that's the one game. Like, when I think of PlayStation, I think of Metal Gear Solid. And, like, it's just always been one of my top games. Yeah.
Over FF7?
They're close, but I mean, Metal Gear, like, that's just, to me, it's all around just a great fucking game. It's the storyline. Because it was so different at the time too. Like, Final Fantasy VII had been done. Like, there were turn-based RPGs. There was a ton of RPGs, and there's some really great ones. Metal Gear, it was the first game that I played personally that you weren't just running in and killing everything in your path. You had to think. You had to stop. If you probably could go in and kill everything in your path, but it wouldn't work. It wouldn't end well for you, really. It's kind of hard to do in that game.
Yeah. It'd be short-lived. It wasn't going to, especially in that one. In that one. My favorite moment in the first one on the PlayStation 1 was the scene in the cargo elevator where, like, you get in and the shit says you weigh like 1,400 pounds. And Otacon is like, that's strange. He's like, what is it? He's like, yeah, it says the elevator's overweight. He's like, how much weight is supposed to be in there? He's like, 1,400 pounds. Snake, get out of there now. You got to go. And then you just start beating up people you can't see and motherfuckers are shooting you. Like, I died like 8 times doing it, but I had a great time dying.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was awesome. That was awesome. But
my
you had
favorite
Liquid looking like MacGyver with no shirt on. Rolling up.
Brother.
It's not over yet, Snake. Liquid. Yeah. Go ahead, Pete. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hurt me more, Snake. That's my favorite. Fucking Grey Wolf, the Cyber Ninja. Hurt me more, Snake. That whole fight and just him coming at you like that, and just that like fucked up zombie thing that he turned into kind of towards the end, and just such that overall that battle, because he kicks your ass so hard in the first half of it, then you think you're winning, and then he just goes berserk and just flips out on you. It's one of those things. Whoa.
Now, Gray Fox was beastie. He was beastie.
Yeah,
he was mad beastie. I got out of Metal Gear around 2 though, so I can't really say much.
Then you missed out on some of the best ones. 3 and 4, like 2 is like
2 is the bigger sequel that wasn't better, and
yeah,
that's what it was for me.
Yeah, 3 is amazing, and 4 is, to me, 4 is the best of the series. 4 is such an amazing fucking game all around. The only downside to 4 is there's like 2 hours of cutscenes. And like some of them are unskippable.
But see, you know when you're playing Metal Gear, that's gonna happen. So you're kind of like ready for the shit. Like with me, when I'm doing that, like when I'm doing that, when I'm playing that, I'll legit have my popcorn and all that other shit there.
Yeah.
And I don't even fuck with it until I get we about to have a cutscene. And all of them are pretty substantial. Like I think, because I was playing Phantom Pain recently, last couple of months. All of those cutscenes are pretty long too. You gonna sit there for at least 5 to 10 minutes, man. That's enough time to eat a bowl of autograph.
Pete, you got to come back next week and have your top 5 franchises ready.
I definitely, I'm down.
Because
it's gonna be hard to narrow it down, but I can do it.
I got 3 already, but I want to think about it.
I think me and Pete gonna have similar taste though, just based on.
See, that's why I know mine's gonna be different. So I need to put y'all up on game, get y'all hip.
All right,
you understand?
Hey, Skinny, one of those video game nerds to be trying to out nerd all the other nerds on how nerdy he is with the nerd shit when it comes to games. He'll tell me some weird shit. Yeah, like you two on the same level. Like y'all can compete. He told me about a game. Where this girl had a fucking glow in the dark dildo as a weapon, and I've still not played this shit. But it's a game called Bayonetta that I've not played. But he told me one of her weapons. She has a glow in the dark dildo, and it's called like some stupid name, like the Man Killer.
Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk.
Okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And her hair is also her clothes and her weapon.
Yeah, and it's a great fucking
kind
game.
of gross.
It is. It's amazing. He loves Devil May Cry. He would love Bayonetta. It's the same vein. Bro,
I have burned through Bayonetta. I got a pinky ring on my PlayStation. Pro 76. I did that. Bayonetta 1 is really Devil May Cry 2. Like, that's what Devil May Cry 2 was supposed to be.
Yep.
But Capcom is Capcom, so fuck Capcom. This is your finger. This is for you. I bought Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Special Edition for $80. And then 6 months later, they brought out a better version of that game for half the price that was disc only. So nothing I bought mattered. Nothing. The tin, the characters. Fuck you, Capcom. Fuck you.
Hey, you know, Mortal Kombat did the same thing, though. Like, I stopped buying Mortal Kombat games the day they came out because, like, Mortal Kombat, ever since Mortal Kombat 9, like Mortal Kombat 9 and Mortal Kombat Ultimate Edition, like 6 months later, with all the DLC, and it's only half the price. It's like, Mortal Kombat, the Injustice games, nope, I'll wait. I'm going to wait for that Ultimate Edition so I can get it for half price with all the DLC.
That's what I just did. Ultimate 11.
And Ultimate is G. Like, that might be the best American fighting game ever. Like, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, it's I mean, that's my personal take on it. Jax is a piece of shit because he's just hella OP. But that's the only motherfucker that can beat my Kung Lao is a Jax player. He don't even have to be really good. He just has to, fuck the Jax players. This is your finger too. I'm giving out fingers all night tonight. So
you get one. You get one.
But
if you look under your seat, there's one for you too.
But all right, man. It's time to go. We've given out enough fuck yous for the night. But Pete, it was great having you.
Thank you.
You got to come back because we got to do the top fives. Top five franchise.
Definitely.
I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna put the Thundercats signal out because that's a good debate. Franchises, like, there's a few out there.
I'm already running through my head. So
I got 3 already. I got 3 out of 5 already.
But that's the thing. Like, you gonna get a week, and you were like, wait, now I got 7.
Yep.
But great having you, bro. You're always welcome. Listen, I'm talking about Black nonprofits again. We want to help. Let us help you. We're here to help. We need us. All jokes aside, let's help us out. Let's help everybody out as best as we can. Everybody's going through something with this COVID shit. But talking about it helps. Sharing the stories helps. The tickets for the raffles was $6. That little helps the causes that we're working towards. So Black Power is not done. We're gonna be back. We'll see y'all soon. Black AF will always be here. Brotherhood language, approaching conversation kinetically about fiction with our special guest feature, the Real Press Start. Pistol Pete. I want to say it with a Mexican. I'm not gonna do that though. Maravich. But yeah, man. 6:30 p.m. next week, Pacific Standard Time on Zoom. And we should be able to Zoom, have the show from our websites next fucking Monday. That is very exciting. Y'all can go straight to blackafhq.com and watch the show. Yeah, I'm making an announcement right now. I'm gonna have to cut this up. I'm gonna talk to my editor, see what he say. But yeah, y'all have a good night. I guess we can keep talking, but we're cutting this. That is happening now. So, yeah, deuce.
Brotherhood language approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black as